Hey guys, welcome back to our Java programming course. And before yesterday, we learned about loops in Java, which help you execute a block of code multiple times. Today, we are going to explore arrays, a single fundamental data structure that allows you to store multiple values in a single variable. We'll cover single dimensional array, multi-dimensional array, and various way to manipulate arrays in Java. So, by end of this lesson, you'll have a solid understandings about how to work with arrays in your program. So let's get started with the single dimensional arrays. This single dimensional array. Okay, so a single dimensional array is like a list of elements, all of the same type, stored in a contiguous block of memory. You can think of it as a collection of variables that are accessed using an index. It will work. It will work, or it will accessed by using the index which we stored in the array. So let's move to the example. This example, we are going to create a single dimensional array called numbers, which is int array of numbers is equal to new keyword and array of 5. Sorry, array of 5. Then we are going to give the elements. We are going to give the data of the array, which is going to copy this one. Okay, 0, 10. For the first index is 20. For the second index is 30. For the third index, which is 40. And for the fourth index, we give the 50. Okay, so that can hold 5 integers. Okay, so we are assigned it. We then assign values to each element in the array using their indexes. Okay, finally we use a for loop to iterate through the array and print each element in the console. So you can see how to iterate the arrays using the for loop. This int I is equal to 0, I less than numbers dot length. Arrays will be measured by using the arrays dot length. Okay, so I'm using the length here. So I'm going to print this one, element at index plus I plus sorry plus. Okay, this is finished, I think so. Numbers of I. Okay, now we are going to run this code. Here you can see at the 0 index we'll have the number 10, and in the first index it is 20, in the second 30, third 40, and 4 is 50. Index is based, it will be stored based on the index only. So some key points to remember using the single dimensional array, which is arrays in Java are 0 indexed, meaning the first element is at the index 0. The length of the array can be accessed using the dot length property. That's why I have used here dot length property. Then you can create arrays of any data type, including int, double char, and string, etc. also. Okay, any data types you can use here. So this is the single dimensional array. Next, let's move on to the multi-dimensional array. I'm just going to cancel this one. Just I'm going to comment this one. Okay, then we are moving on to the multi-dimensional array. Multi-dimensional array. Okay, a multi-dimensional array is essentially an array of arrays. The most common type is a two-dimensional array, which you can think of a matrix or table with rows and columns. Okay, so I'm moving to the example. Here I'm going to declare int array of array, which is matrix. I'm using matrix to explore it. Okay, so in this matrix we are going to enter the values, which is 1 comma 2 comma 3, then 4 comma 5 comma 6, sorry, comma 6, then comma 7 comma 8 comma 9. Okay, this is the array of arrays. Now we are going to use the for loop again. nested for loops to iterate through each element in the matrix and print them in a grid format. Okay, so I'm using the nested for loops, which is for int I is equal to 0, will started in 0. Okay, so I less than matrix dot length. Have to use the length property here. Yeah, matrix dot length, then I plus plus, then I'm going to open this one, then I'm going to use the next for loop, which is int I is, sorry, int j is equal to 0, j less than matrix of I dot length, because it is acting in the inside the for loop, which is, so I'm using the matrix of I. Okay, so j plus plus here, just going to copy this thing and pasted it in here. Okay, I will pasted it here. I'm going to open this one. Now I'm going to print them in a grid format, so I'm using matrix I of j. Okay, now you can see how it will be printed in the console. Okay, here it will be printed in the continuous order. So here we will use some cap. Now it will be printed in a grid format. I'm going to run this code. You can check. Will printed like grid. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7 8 9. So some key points to remember in multidimensional array: it can have a number of dimensions, but 2D arrays are the most common. To access an element in multidimensional array, you need to specify multiple indices like matrix I of j. So you have to use this one. Multidimensional array are useful for for representing grids, tables, or any other data structure that involves multiple layers of data. So now we are going to the array manipulations. Okay, now we are moving on to the array manipulations. So next we are going to cover the basics of single dimensional and multi-dimensional array. Let's explore some common array manipulation techniques such as updating, copying, sorting, and sorting of arrays. So here we are going to do the updating array elements. Okay, just now I'm going to cancel this thing, delete this thing. I will ensure you to, I will upload the link of a git and see the programs there, whatever I'm typing here. So here I'm going to give the updating first. Updating first, let's look how to update an element in the array. You can change the value of an array element by accessing it using its index and assigning a new value. Okay, so I'm going to type int array of numbers. Okay, int array of numbers, which is 10 20 30 30 40 and 50. Okay, now numbers, for the array numbers, which is in the second index, I'm going to change the value of 100. Then I'm going to print this array. While we printing this array, we need to iterate this one. Okay, so for int I is equal to 0, I'm going to take the length of this one. So numbers dot length, sorry, okay, numbers dot length and I plus plus. So in this one, I'm going to print the array element at index, which is plus I, okay, plus I, then plus numbers of I. Okay, I'm going to see the result, which is here you can check in the index 2 the 100, the value is updated. In this example, we update the element at index 2 to 100. When we print the array, you will see that the third element has been changed while others remains the same. Okay, so next we are moving on to the copying arrays. I'm just going to cancel this one. Okay, right, deleting this one. Okay, what is it? Copying arrays, right? Copying arrays. Now let's talk about copying arrays. You can use the system.array copy method or the arrays.copy of method from the Java util.arrays class to create a copy of an array. Here you can see the example. You will learn how to copy the array. So I'm going to type in array of original. Okay, this is the original array. So I'm just going to type it as original. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the original array. Okay, now I'm going to type the copy array, which is I'm going to give the copy as the name. So new int of original dot length. Now we are using this method, which is system dot array copy method. Okay, from the original to copy to this length is original dot length. Next we are going to give the length of this one. So now we are using the for loop to iterate all the array outside. So I less than, sorry, this number not copy dot length I plus plus, then system dot out of println. Okay, copy element at index. Okay, which is I. Okay, copy of I. Okay, now you can check how the elements are copied here. For index 1, 0 is 1, 1 is 2, 2 is 3, 3 is 4, 4 is 5. Okay, so in this example we use system.array copy to copy the contents of the original array into the copy array. Both the arrays now have the same elements, but they are separate objects in the memory. Okay, now we are moving on to the sorting of arrays. Just going to delete this one. So we are moving on to the sorting of arrays. Finally, the sorting of array used by java.util.arrays class provides a convenient sort method to sort arrays in ascending order. So I'm going to type the program here. You can check how the sorting is working. In this example we use arrays.sort method, and it is available in the java.utils.arrays class. So here int array of numbers, going to take, sorry, int array of numbers, which is I'm going to give the numbers in a descending order, which is 8, 1, 4. Okay, this is the array. I'm going to sort it by using the arrays.sort method. Arrays.sort, which is numbers, right? Again I'm going to use the for loop to iterate those things console. So I'm using the length, then I plus plus. Okay, system.out.println. So these are the sorted arrays. I'm going to give here sorted element at index, which is numbers of I. Okay, this is the method. So I'm going to print this one. You can check how the arrays are sorted here. Here you can see this is the 0 index. Okay, I'm going to type it here. Okay, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. These are the original indexes of the arrays. Okay, so here you can see in the console on the output page, you can see at the 0 index it will be changed. Okay, so the array is sorted and then printed, showing the elements from the smallest to largest. Some key points to remember while we sorting the arrays: you can update an array element by assigning a new value to a specific index. Use system.array copy or arrays.copy of to copy arrays efficiently. The arrays.sort method allows you to sort arrays in a ascending order quickly. Okay, that's wraps up our lesson on arrays in Java. Today we have covered a single dimensional, multi-dimensional arrays and various array manipulation techniques like updating, copying and sorting arrays. Arrays are Arrays are a powerful tool in Java, and mastering them will make your programs more efficient and versatile. In our next lesson, we'll dive into methods in Java which allow you to break your code into a reusable blocks. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment if you found this video is helpful. And happy coding, and thanks for watching guys.